Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Broverwatch podcast. It's upside down, you idiot. This is the podcast where Calder and I are going to talk about Overwatch and the Overwatch League. So welcome. Calder, say hi now. You can talk now.
Oh, I didn't know.
So, Stage 1 of the Overwatch League just ended yesterday. So, we're going to be talking a bit about a recap of Stage 1. We're going to talk about expectations for Stage 2. And that's about it. Maybe a couple goofs and gaffs thrown in there.
Well, you never know with me. I want to be on Good Morning America.
Not going to happen. They'd never let you near
I want to be Bill Simmons. The next one, though. I don't want to actually be Bill Simmons. He's from Boston.
So before we get the show started, a couple days ago we made some predictions about how the Stage 1 playoffs would go.
You mean yesterday?
Yep. Yesterday we made some predictions about how the Stage 1 playoffs would go, and now we'll show those to you and then talk about how we did on those predictions. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Broverwatch podcast. I'm Adam Cook, one of your hosts, and with me here is Calder.
Hi.
This is a real quick before the episode thing, because this episode is a recap of Stage 1. But as of recording this right now, the Stage 1 playoffs have not happened yet, so we're gonna make some real quick predictions. They're happening today.
And you said that you were betting, let me read this text, all of your net worth on this stage.
I've put my life savings into this. So pretty much, as you can see on screen right now, those are all the possible playoff scenarios. Some of these I don't think are possible anymore already.
Well, don't say that, because I don't know when this is recorded, idiot.
We're just going to say what our predictions are.
What does the thing look like? You haven't even shown me this.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have, actually. I have, actually.
Show it to me now.
Okay, I'm going to show it to you right now.
Just send me a picture. I don't know how any of this works. I barely knew that there was playoffs. Actually, I didn't know that there was playoffs at the end of every stage.
I didn't even
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, and Adam's stupid and a nerd, so... Oh, wow, he's taking a picture of it with his HTC phone.
It's not HTC, it's G. It's LG.
All right.
Okay, I sent it to you.
Ooh, Adam sent me a photo.
This is the least entertaining thing. So pretty much each of us are going to make our predictions for who the top 3 are going to be. Well, for who the top 1 is going to be, and then who the two teams to face each other to face top 1 is going to be, and then who's going to win the whole thing. So my prediction is that Houston is going to beat Boston, and if Houston beats Boston at all by any score, they make it to the playoffs because they went on a 16-map win streak, so that favors them significantly. Lol. Green wall up the ante.
That was Houston's penis going in your mouth, by the way.
Jeez, this was supposed to be the not
Jake's
gross
penis
podcast.
Pacific pee.
I think Houston is going to beat Boston, which it's kind of a bummer because Boston's like doing a cool comeback story right now, and I'd love it if they won, but I'm also a Houston fan, and I think they're going to beat Boston. So my prediction is Outlaws are going to be 2nd, and London's going to be 3rd.
It's great that we're figuring this out now.
Yeah. So my prediction, number 1, New York, and then either way, Houston and London are going to face each other to face New York, and I think Houston's gonna beat London, but it's gonna be close, my boy, to go to number 1. That'll be a close game.
Houston and London aren't playing.
No, but if they get 1st and 2nd, or 2nd and 3rd, then they face for, and I think then Houston wins, and then I think Houston loses to New York in the final playoffs.
I like how you thought that there was a way that Houston would win.
No, I don't think they're going to win the whole thing. I think...
No, but you're like, oh, this is a tough one. You made that face.
I went, ugh! That's called
Yeah.
being a fan of the team. So do you want to make your predictions?
Here are
now?
mine. I hate Adam.
Yeah, he does.
So I said it was going to be first seed New York, second seed Boston, because they're going to win by 2 over whatever fucking team. Or do they have to win by 4 or whatever? I don't know. But it was going to be first, and then 2 and 3 would be Boston and Valiant. Because I thought, or I think, I don't know. I think New York
was going to be
was
New
going to
York,
4-0.
Boston.
And
You think New York's going to 4-0?
New York won. Yeah.
Okay.
New York was 1. And then Boston and Valiant were 2. And then Valiant plays New York in the final, and then New York wins.
Wait, you think Boston beats Valiant?
No. Valiant beats Boston.
Okay.
What is it based off of? Nothing except for my hatred for Adam.
Here's my thoughts on Calder's predictions. Bad.
All right. Well, we know that now because I made the prediction before the game started, and they got fucked in the first one.
Oh, wait, so that's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. It's impossible.
Well, then make an actual real prediction now.
You said that we had to do the ones that we texted each other, you bitch.
Here's the good thing. Now everyone knows you were wrong.
If we were next
now
to each
you
other,
go again.
If we were next to each other, your eyes would look like
just
mine.
Punch the side of your... Wait, London... So wait.
I said New York still wins. Shh. It goes... London... No, New York wins 3-2.
Okay.
Or 3-1. So they're still first.
Okay.
Then Boston wins 3-2. So then it's New York 1, Spitfire 2, Valiant 3. Mm-hmm.
So you just have...
Then Spitfire beats Valiant.
Oh, so you think Boston's not making it?
No.
Okay. Interesting change-up.
Because out of the two, I mean, I feel like Valiant's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody, there you go. If you've kept track of that, this was supposed to be a 3-minute little thing beforehand. It's now 8 minutes.
Ruined it.
Not true. Enjoy the rest of the episode. You're about to find
35 minutes.
You're about to find out if we were right or wrong right now.
Whoa, cool transition. Now we're back. I won.
Calder didn't win, actually.
I got all of them wrong, I think.
Yeah, if I remember,
for one.
If I'm remembering correctly, you said
that
LA
New York, Valiant, and Boston.
Yeah, so you got them all wrong.
Even when we were making the predictions, I was wrong.
Yeah.
So.
But the second prediction you made was LA would still get in. You said LA, London, New York.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, no, you said...
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. You'll know better than we do. But I predicted... Here's the thing. I'm kind of right, kind of wrong. Because I predicted that New York would win, but New York would face London in the final. And Houston... would face Houston in the final because Houston will have beat London. But what actually happened was London beat Houston and faced New York in the final, but I'm still kind of right because Houston is second place right now above London, even though London won the whole thing.
No, you're not right at all.
And I'm wrong because New York didn't win. Okay, yeah, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of my Houston boys because they did well and they're in second place right now.
But that last one, the final, is that what, grand final? I don't know what the fuck it's called. They call things weird shit in this league. It was exciting. There's an exciting little boy there.
What, the last one? Well,
yeah,
let's not start with the last one. Let's talk about the Boston-Houston match first.
How about we start with the Seoul Shock matchup?
No.
Underrated game. Well, because Seoul did likely to be the third in, but then Shock fucked him.
Yeah, Shock actually did surprisingly well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about all there is to say there. Shock is actually looking surprisingly good.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What do you mean, you're welcome?
Houston wouldn't have gotten in if Seoul was there.
That's not true at all.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not, but
You
I'm
just-
saying that.
I will say good job. Shock isn't
Thank
garbage
you.
anymore. But let's talk about that Houston. Did you watch the Houston-Boston game?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about that Houston-Boston game. That was a good game. That was probably the best game that I've seen in the whole
In your life.
of the entire Overwatch League, I'd say yes.
Wait, I forget what happened. I've got the memory of a tortoise.
I'm showing
Actually,
it on
that's not
screen right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see that.
Yeah, I know, that's fine.
Idiot.
But yeah, it was one of the closest games I've seen. I was genuinely scared for Houston at multiple moments because I think they're the two best matched up teams apart from London, New York.
Like, against each other?
Yeah.
Because Boston's... Which one of them was the heavy dive team?
Boston. Although Houston does a lot of dive too, but Boston is like super heavy dive.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, Houston's also, they run a very anti-dive defense because they've got the Junkrat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was a very, very exciting match to watch. I was at the edge of my seat the whole time.
I was expecting them to lose.
Houston?
Yeah, because of the control point at the end, the fifth match.
Yeah, they shouldn't have won because the last match was a control point match.
Mm-hmm. And they're not good.
They're generally not good.
They only, in the middle two, they only got 1 point.
Yeah. So they
Bad boys.
The game, it was stacked against them.
But then Jake just came in.
Well, a lot of people were actually really mad at Jake because he was teabagging a lot.
Was he?
Yeah, when they won the final control point on like Lijiang Tower.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, he killed him and teabagged, and everyone was like, "You didn't even play that good this map," because like that map, he like did okay, but he teabagged. And everyone's like,
though. You know, it's a little funny though. It's just a little memer.
There's the Overwatch League community's like 50-50 on like teabagging, who gives a crap, and like some people like really think that like people are like,
it's
what, XQC says something about gay people and he gets fined and suspended, but then Jake teabags a virtual character and he doesn't get any.
Or like Prophet gives the finger smiling at the camera, obviously.
I felt bad
get suspended.
I felt bad for Prophet though.
That was kind of funny though.
Yeah, it was funny, and he did an interview after where he was pretty much like, I was just goofing around. I didn't know it was bad, and I'm like, oh. And he's really good. But he's on New York, and we're not talking about New York yet. Or sorry, London is what I meant to say.
Ooh, I'm the smartest.
Yep. But yeah, just to wrap up the Boston game, the Boston-Houston game. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time because
he put up some Snapchats. I had him on Snapchat at
I'm a dumb. But I actually downloaded. I specifically during the like 2-minute break beforehand went down to my PS4 and downloaded the Twitch app and watched it on my TV because I was like, this is gonna be a good boy.
Oh, such a funny meme.
And the thing is, even though I'm a Houston fan, I feel like if Boston had won, I wouldn't be that mad because.
What if Boston won and Valiant went in?
Then I'd be mad. The only way I was going to be upset would be if Boston won 3-2, because then Valiant would get in, and I was like, I don't really care about Valiant.
Valiant did 3-0 Seoul though, earlier in the week.
Yeah, Seoul's been kind of sucking butt lately. Like they've been not good at all. So
they just scraped by on my boys.
Yeah.
That's how you say that.
That's
how we say stuff in the sports world, Adam.
Yeah.
I know you're not much of a sportsman. I don't know. You've never listened to a sports radio talk show. But that's what we say.
So let's talk about the London Boston game or the London Houston game. They all end with ON. The London Houston game.
A semifinal?
Yeah.
Again, Houston loses both the control point maps.
Yeah. That was disappointing. I saw when they cut to Houston after they lost, like
Linkser was just such a sad little
devastated.
boy.
I felt so bad.
They didn't even get the point on Eichenwald.
Yeah. It it was overall that was just like a really rough game to watch as a Houston fan. As a London fan, I'm sure it was absolutely
the best one ever.
Fantastic.
I'm sure this was your favorite weekend in your entire life.
What, just watching Overwatch the whole time?
No, for if you were a London fan. This is the best thing that's ever happened to you.
I thought you were making fun of me for doing nothing but
no,
watching.
Not you. I did the exact same thing.
Like, no joke, yesterday was just watching Overwatch. I don't think I did anything else.
I did a little something else, if you know what I'm saying.
I didn't. So, that's the thing about that one.
But Houston sucked.
Houston looked rough. Houston looked very rough.
I know.
Especially
lost a lot of money.
Especially in the first
much money.
Especially in the first couple rounds. Yeah.
How much money does the second place team get?
25,000. So it's it's a little bit, and it's a dramatically less though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those. Well, the thing is, Houston won the first one. They looked all right.
Yeah, but that's an escort. That's not a control point.
Yeah, but immediately the next. You go.
They didn't get a point the whole game.
Oh, after that? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Ilios looked bad, but like it wasn't devastating. It was like, okay, like it was a Temple of Anubis where I was like, there's no way.
Where you cried?
Where I knew they were going to lose as soon as they got to Temple of Anubis because they did not look good at all.
Yeah. I mean, they never do.
They were all over the place. They were just getting absolutely... And the thing is, I would make the excuse...
Hammered from all sides. It's like this.
I would make the excuse of... What are you doing, even?
Don't look at the girl.
Don't look at the girl. I don't know what just happened over the past 12 seconds. I was just going to quick say that I would make the excuse of, oh, well, Houston just played a game. And now they're playing another game in the same day.
But
London did too. And then they played a third game, and then they won that game. So I can't really make that excuse. London was just the better team in that match. So, all right, so now let's talk about
Grand
finale. This
was a nail breaker.
A nail biter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Adam went to sleep after the second game.
Yeah, I went to sleep after the... No, I went to sleep after the...
No, you went to sleep after the second
game. Because it was late.
It was like 12:30.
Yeah. When the game started.
The day ran way too long.
Yeah, because every game was really close.
Yeah.
Wow, we just said at the exact same time.
I know.
So I straight up thought there was no way that New York would lose this. Because they played one game today, and it was at the beginning of the day, and London had just played like 3 consecutive games pretty much. Well, no, London played at the beginning of the day, but then they played, and then they just played immediately after. I was like, there's no way London gets this. And not only did they win, but they got a reverse sweep. New York got the first 2 rounds, and then London just went pop, pop, pop. Got the next 3.
Is that what they call that in the sport?
Reverse sweep, yeah. And
in most other situations, it's called a comeback.
I mean, I guess you could call it a comeback. But it's the reverse sweep. It's a reverse sweep because New York won the first 2, and all they had to do was win one more, but London went, no.
No, daddy. They looked really good on Mbani.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That one was the one that really stood out to me.
Yeah.
Because even though they didn't
The thing
like
is,
complete the map, they still held them off for a long time.
the thing is,
The defense was good.
Sabielby and Pine went nuts, and Jonak. Those three all went absolutely nuts, and were crazy, but it wasn't enough to beat London. Like, I think they mainly went nuts on the first two maps, which is why they won those first two. But
they took out Pine after the first one?
I think so. But
Yeah.
pretty much, I think the main thing is London just has, like, insane endurance. Like, they played 3 games in one day and completely kicked Bum. Disgusting. And
Don't
New
look at me
York,
from the bottom.
New York just looked kind of fatigued a little bit near the end. But it's
Idiots,
like
they were napping.
but yeah, London just did crazy good. Birdring is insane. I hadn't even heard of Birdring before the last third or maybe even the last quarter of the stage 1. And then all of a sudden all I did was hear about how great Birdring was.
And they're like, ooh, Birdring's amazing. Look at him shoot the guy.
And you know what's funny? Birdring said in an interview that he based his name off Seagull. Like, because he watched Seagull and was like, Seagull's so good. I want to be like Seagull. And now he's way... I don't want to say he's better than Seagull, but...
Yeah, Seagull's on the fuel.
Yeah. Which, we'll touch on the fuel when we get into, like, later predictions.
Predictions?
Yeah.
Whoa! Foreshadowing.
But yeah, I was super impressed with London. I'm not mad that they won. I'm glad because like I really like New York because I think Pine is a god. And pretty much I don't know, their team is just really clean, but London managed it.
Yeah, very well. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of Prophet. Thought his interview after the one game was really good, where they had the translator and it took a minute. It's just too long on a day that's already running late. But I guess you can't. I guess they're all Korean.
I mean, but
players,
usually we would ask like 3 or 4 questions, but she only asked 2 to save time. But I was hoping that we
texted. He said, "Ooh, Zoe's so hot."
That's not what I said. You sent me a text saying, "Would you do that?" And I was very uncomfortable.
But you said yes. So, Zoe, hit us up
for an interview because we were. Let's move on to predictions. How's that sound?
Okay.
So going into the stage 2, what are your predictions?
I have 3.
Okay.
Would you like to hear all of them in a row?
Sure.
I'll go. Number 1. Ooh, you guessed it, Adam, and so did everyone else. San Francisco Shock. They're coming up, so you better get this party started. I don't know. I think... Hold on. I think they're going to do a lot better than they've been doing.
Okay.
Because they're... In stage 1, like, they beat... They took maps from
they did really bad at the beginning.
Yeah, but like they beat Boston. They took a couple maps from London and Seoul.
Yeah.
I don't think they played the Excelsior.
I think every team played every team.
No. There's 12 teams, and they've all played 10 games.
Okay. Then maybe not. So that'll be in stage 2 then. But yeah, as much as I hate how passionate you are for the San Francisco Shock, I'm glad you're not jumping ship, because that's what a true fan is. Because I've seen so many people before the season started, everyone was like, Dallas Fuel all the way, and those same people now are like, Dallas Fuel sucks, haha, lol, they've always sucked, and it's like, freaking commit to a team.
I know, idiots.
So dumb.
I'm trying to
Although
figure
people
out
can do what
how
they want, if we're being honest. But as much as I want San Francisco Shock to suck because I hate you, I do think that they're probably gonna make their way up in the leaderboards. Maybe not like top 3 or 4, but I definitely think they're gonna get up there.
I'd say they're in a similar position to like where the Fusion are now.
Yeah,
which is like just outside.
7th place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like they're not going to win.
They're definitely going to pass.
Next stage.
I definitely think they're going to pass LA Gladiators, because the Gladiators have been sucking recently. They started.
That is their first matchup though in this next.
That'll probably
Gladiators.
That'll probably give us a good little insight.
Exqueegement.
Right. What's your second prediction?
Dallas Fuel.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be a little better.
Yeah.
Than they've been, because like it's hard. Like they're just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But they're getting back XQC,
and they're also signing AKM.
Who is?
Let me just get this open. He's just a very, very, very good player. But a lot of people are actually concerned because he's another DPS, and they already have Effect, Seagull, and Taimu, and now they're signing another DPS. So
now here's my thing with the Dallas Fuel. I'm gonna jump right in here because I don't care what you're saying. I actually do, and that's true. They need to figure out what's going on in their team, because it seems like there's a lot of shit wrong, and they don't have good chemistry.
Yeah.
So either, I'm going to put this out on the limb here, they go for a quick early in the league rebuild.
Yeah.
Get rid of some players that are being a little toxic.
I don't think they should get rid of players. I think they should just bench them and have them scrim, have the benched players scrim together. So they have kind of a B team.
It's just like, if you have these guys that think they're stars, like if you benched XQC, there'd probably be a little bit of a fit about it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, here's the thing.
Personality type.
He's when he was when he was suspended for 4 weeks before it was like suspended for the whole stage. On his stream, he was like, "That's fine. I wasn't gonna play anyway. Like they'd benched me for whatever." I think he's fine with being benched. I think he's just mad because he's benched. Like, he's fine with being benched, but he's suspended and fined for doing something while other people get away with stuff. I think is the reason he's so salty.
There's a bit of a difference.
I mean,
it's not like
I'm not talking about the teabagging thing.
No, yeah.
But
what's comparable to?
Well, recently, do you know who Tyrong is?
No.
Tyrong is one of the coach analysts for Houston Outlaws, and he tweeted a Hiroshima joke, a Nagasaki joke. It was pretty much a meme where this Asian guy goes, "Hey Americans, you guys make some pretty crappy cars," and because it's like one of those stupid 4-panel things where there's this attractive Asian guy who's like, ugh. And he's like, "Hey Americans, did you know you make some pretty crappy cars?" And then it's the next one's a crappy car. It was a bad meme. But then he added a thing at the bottom of like a fat American, and the caption was something like, "Yeah, but we made some pretty good bombs in 1943 or something like that.
Is he American?
No.
Okay, so like...
But people are like, why can he make those jokes when there's so many...
He's also not a player, though.
No, but he's still in the league. People are saying he should face some sort of repercussion if XQC saying one comment gets him fined $4,000 and suspended for a whole stage. but Tyrone can be like, haha, millions of people die. It's like,
yeah. It's just like there might have been something that happened after that. Like, you never know. But
yeah,
he's not in the spotlight, really.
yeah.
It's these big name players and streamers and stuff that are in the spotlight.
And I genuinely think that when XQC comes back, he's gonna be somewhat reformed. Like, I think he's gonna be, because what players have said is that like XQC is a genuinely like hardworking player, and when they're talking about the game, he's really, really good. It's just when he's
his voice
off
is
the
terrible.
competitive scene, he's just really fast talking. But like what they say in game, in the competitive scene, he's good, and outside of the game, he's good. But inside the game, out of the competitive scene, so just like on his stream, he's just real toxic. So I think he'll be fine when he comes back. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if he left the league if he said another small thing by accident that wasn't a big deal and then got suspended again. Because he'd be like, you're just out to get me at this point.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends how big of a deal you make the comments he made.
Yeah.
And like, I saw people comparing it to Prophet's little cheeky finger, and I was like, that's not quite the same.
No. Like, Prophet was just like, heh.
At his coach, and then they showed him.
Yeah.
And I guess there's no way to see if you're on camera from those chairs. So.
Well, I don't know, because I don't know if they'd like not want to apply that much pressure to people, but also, when the cameras go on some people, they wave, so there might be some sort of light that pops on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
I genuinely just don't think that Prophet knew that was like really bad. Yeah. Like, it's not really bad, but they want to keep their
image.
Look
at this.
They want to keep their image.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them. Anyway, so Dallas will get back XQC and they'll get AKM. I don't know what the roster is going to look like.
Yeah.
Because I'm betting they'll probably have AKM as a permanent, and then swap out Seagull and Taimu, and Effect. Because Effect is really good, but he can't communicate very well because he doesn't know English that well. Also, okay, have you seen that clip? There's a clip of like the comms of Dallas Fuel during a game against Houston, and you know Cool Matt?
Mm-hmm.
There's just a shot. It's like 3 seconds of Effect going, please kill Cool Matt, please! And he's like so upset. And now it's a meme because he's like, pretty much people were like, guys, we need to like put Cool Matt in a room so he doesn't get killed. Like, like Effect just hired a bunch of assassins to kill Cool Matt. Anyway,
yeah. But they have 2 pretty easy matches the first week of stage 2.
Dallas Fuel will either crash and burn worse than ever before, or they'll be back better than ever. I don't think they'll just be the same.
I think if they're gonna be better, they're taking these first 2 because it's against Shanghai, which is pretty much an obvious win. But like it was close the last time they played.
Yeah, it shouldn't be close.
And then the Gladiators, which will show if like they're that sort of mid-tier team. But
yeah, which good transition point. Speaking of the Dragons, I think they're going to be a lot better in stage 2. One, because they've just been improving.
Like, what do you mean by a lot better? Like
they're going to beat some teams. They currently have no wins. I think they're going
to win a couple games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because one, they've just been improving in general. Like they not that Dallas is a good team. Like we just they should be good, but they're not. But they almost beat Dallas. And they've just been doing genuinely better. And their main weak point is in their tanks. And they're getting Giguri next season, which
Shanghai is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shanghai is getting Giguri, who
It's the female one, right?
First female Overwatch
Yeah.
player. Which shouldn't be that big a deal. Like, she's just a genuinely really good Zarya player. So this is big for Shanghai, but the problem is she's Korean and everyone else is Chinese. So she says she's going to try and learn Mandarin and English. Probably Mandarin at the top.
Mandarin's probably going to be easier to learn than English. Apparently English is one of the hardest languages to learn.
Yeah.
So I thought she was going to go to New York. That's what I read.
Well, apparently New York and London both said that they'd thought about it, but they wanted more players that have been in the pro scene longer.
Not a 17-year-old Korean girl.
Yeah.
Racist.
And Houston even said that they were thinking of picking her up, but they said that the language barrier would be a problem and co-ed housing would be a problem. It's
Shanghai's just up for it.
Yeah. Anyway,
also, I don't think she wouldn't be allowed to play as soon as she got in, right?
They probably wouldn't play her first match or anything, just because they'd want her to scrim with the team a couple times. But
I'm going with. Wait, here's my Shanghai prediction. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm gonna figure it out.
Okay, I was just gonna say I genuinely am excited to see Shanghai do better, because I feel bad for them. But hopefully this is a step in the right direction. There's another player that I think there's two other players that they're also signing.
Oh wait, they've got a terrible schedule in stage 2.
Do they?
Yeah, they play Dallas, then they play the Valiant.
Crap.
Then Gladiators. So they have to win Dallas or Gladiators.
I think they'll beat Gladiators. I think there's a potential to beat Gladiators.
And then they play Seoul, Boston.
Oh no.
Philly. Where are they on this one? Philly, New York.
Oh no.
Basically, yeah. So they're the last match of the day against Philly, and then the first against New York on back-to-back days. So that's gonna be a tough one. And then Houston, London.
I think they have potential to beat Dallas and LA Gladiators.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, they're also signing two other players, Fearless and Ado. I don't know too much about them. They haven't really been much in the pro scene before, so we'll see. I hope they're good. But apparently, Gagiri has already been duo queuing with Ado already, so
that's good.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Now let's talk about
third prediction. I have one more.
Okay.
Philadelphia. They're gonna get into contention for stage 2 playoffs.
You think Philadelphia's gonna up their game?
Yeah.
Well, then who's gonna fall down? Because you said San Francisco's gonna move to where Philly is. Philly's gonna move up. Then who's gonna fall down? Houston?
Maybe Boston. I think Boston's been playing above their potential, or above their punching above their weight class.
So you think
or Seoul just keeps sliding down? Either Boston or Seoul slides down.
Well, they'd both have to slide down a little bit.
Yeah, but they could be in the sort of because they were sort of in the chase. They have the same record as Boston, but their map differential is just bad. So I just think they get a better map differential, get closer to being in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because they went to 5 maps against Florida.
Who?
Why?
Philly did?
Yeah. Where was it?
Wait, are you saying Philly's going to move down or up?
They're going to move up, but they went to 5 maps against Florida. So, they need a better map differential. They can't have...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They can't be going up to 5 against Florida. They're not as bad as Florida.
Yeah. Which, speaking of Florida, they are also signing someone else.
Whoa!
Right now, Florida literally has 6 players, and there's 6 people per roster. So, there's no room for any sort of switching.
subs or anything.
But they're signing a new tank player, Zappis.
Is he Cuban?
Cuban?
Yeah, there's a lot of Cubans in Florida. Is that
Uh,
racist? In like Miami.
let's see where he's from. His name is Eunice, so I'm assuming not. Anyway, so I don't know.
Wait,
Oh, he's Finnish.
Florida's finished.
So apparently Zappis. Oh wait, never mind. Anyway, so I don't know.
You gotta add some more players,
Cool.
Florida.
It's good for them. I don't know if it's gonna change much.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that generally the standings will stay about the same that they've been. With New York, Houston, London, and LA. Maybe not LA. With Houston, London, and New York staying around the top. Seoul, I think... I don't know what's going to happen to them.
Here's what I'm saying. Hot takes, get them here.
Okay.
New York, Houston, London, stay top 3. Or finish top 3 as stage 2. Then, if the standings would load, I'd be able to tell you this better. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
San Francisco moves up to 6th. Seoul falls down a little bit to 7th. Philly goes up to 5. And then, who was that other team? Dallas? Dallas just goes to like 9 or something. So then you have Seoul move down. Gladiators are going to go below Dallas. Let them move up to 9.
Do you think Shanghai is going to go above anybody?
I think they might tie with Florida at like 2 wins. Actually, no, they might just tie with Florida. Florida might just lose the rest of these games.
Because here's the thing. As far as we know right now, Florida's only getting 1 new player. Shanghai's getting 3. Because here's the thing about Shanghai. Undead is here. Let me learn a little bit about Shanghai real quick. Teams.
Let me do the research we should have done before this, but you know what they say: keep it fresh, keep it simple. Papa John.
Because here's the thing. On Shanghai, Undead is absolutely crazy. Like, Undead's really good. Let me open up their roster. Okay. Undead is absolutely insane. Dia is really, really good. That's about it. The other guys are pretty good. But getting 3 new players, especially Giguri, is going to be fantastic. So I think Shanghai's going to move above Florida, at least. And maybe even... The thing is, I don't know how Dallas is going to do. If Dallas doesn't get any better, I think Shanghai's going to go above them.
It doesn't matter if you don't know how they're going to do. We don't know how any of this is going to do.
The thing is, I genuinely think every team is going to do better, except LA Gladiators, pretty much. Although, here's the other thing. We should probably mention this. They're finally switching to the current patch. They've been playing on, like, the last patch.
Oh, is this the one with the Mercy?
Yeah, with the Mercy and Junkrat changes. So that might affect Houston a lot. Because Jake
That's going to affect
a lot of Junkrat.
The Mercy's going to affect a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Is it enough that they switch off the 100% pick rate sort of thing?
Most likely. Which is exciting, because we'll probably see more people playing like Ana or...
Actually, that could change a lot.
Yeah.
Because they have to change pretty much all their strategies.
And even if they most people keep playing Mercy, it's going to be nice because there's not going to be punishment, or there's not
They're not
going to
be punished for not picking Mercy.
Yeah, because right now, let's say Philadelphia is facing Seoul or something. If Seoul picks Mercy and Philadelphia kills like 3 of their guys, and it's like, holy crap, there's a huge push for Philadelphia. And then Seoul just goes, nope, pop the Valkyrie, double res immediately. It's like, oh, well then, okay, that was pointless, right? But now, since you can't do that, it's gonna be much more exciting, I think. And
What did it take out? The fact that you like double resing? Or
I think you can still double res, but it's not an instant res anymore. So you still have to go.
oh, okay.
Or it's not a double res. If you res, then pop Valkyrie, then you can res again.
Okay.
But instead of and then it's done, it's
Okay, at least you can kill her then.
yeah. She's still like real good at healing. Like her ult will now be more used for healing a lot of people at once rather than bringing people back to life.
Okay.
So it'll be good. Except I'm more scared about the Junkrat changes for Houston because Jake Rat. But oh well. Should be fine.
Hey, if I'm still the best Junkrat player out of our friends, then nothing's really changed, huh?
You should have a talk with Matt.
Oh, fuck. Was that it?
I guess
I've got a minute 30 till I gotta go get my laundry.
All right, then I guess we'll end the show then. Yeah, everybody, thanks for watching this
Subscribe,
podcast.
like us. We'll be back next week.
We will be back. This was kind of like
Bye.
nope.
That's my sign off.
This was kind of like a recap of Stage 1, but we're hoping to come back with weekly podcasts talking about each week of the Overwatch League. This is a very much more specific podcast than the Boys at Large one, but we're excited to do it. If you don't like Overwatch, then don't listen. If you do like Overwatch, well, we hope you like it.
Give me a tickle.
So, goodbye, everybody.
Follow our
Thank you for watching.
Instagram.
Yes, follow our Instagram.
And your mother. Got him.
Wait.
Sign off already. I've done it 16
Sorry.
times.
Bye, everybody.